Alrighty, hey everyone, welcome to another Little Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Little Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. Now we create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. Tonight, time zone. We are playing the Virtuous Fall, a campaign that spans across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us at the table, we do have several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it is time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Ironscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, let us meet our courageous and daring heroes as they approach a corrupted forest in search of a seer known as Red Ruth. A figure who can help you in your endeavors to free the Tao to save the unicorn. So, let's begin with an introduction for Haven.
The web runs deep, Faye. Free the Tao to save the unicorn. To unlock this, to save that person, we need to unwind this whole loop. Anyway, I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you've rarely, if ever, seen before. He's taller than most and stronger than most, and he has light, subtly gray skin, covered with runic tattoos, a chaotic mop of red hair, and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like embers. So Haven's mind started wandering on their way to the corrupted forest. Figured we were probably walking or driving there. You know, find Red Ruth, they said. And I thought, there's some interesting names down here. You got Mad Maggie and Raga Draga and Red Ruth. Like, does everyone here have a nickname or a name that sounds like it should be a nickname? You know, in some ways, Haven is a nickname too. He knows it's not his real name. His mum named him Haven and calls him Haven. Or sometimes Ember, though that's been a little less common as he's gotten older. And then Haven remembered his childhood friend, a similar-aged fire giant named Uver. He was pretty much the only other friend aside from his mom and his sister that Haven had growing up, and Uver would call Haven Hank. Something about a mashup of his initials? I don't know. I wonder how Uver's been doing lately. I wonder if the others in the group have nicknames. Do I need a new nickname? Like maybe the Van Thumper? I wonder how much farther it is to the corrupted forest. Oh wait, we're there! What the hell is this place?
Alright. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Saren.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Saren Starseeker. He's an Astro Elf Divine Soul Sorcerer, and he's still determined to help the people of El Terrell and find some answers for what's going on. When he first, this week's fun fact, it sounded like Red Ruth lived in some sort of forest, which kind of caught Saren's ear because he hasn't really been in a real forest before, so he was kind of excited to see what that was like. And now upon reaching it, he's not as excited.
I really just want to post the picture again. It's so cool.
You got Timu Forest.
Next up for our introductions, we've got Melioris.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melioris Bryn. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snow white hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel, I thought, since I told you a little bit about her father, like there for a second, Calamar, a while ago, I figured I would tell you a little bit about her mom. So Melioris very much takes after her father. They're both very kind of medically inclined and skilled folks. Her mom actually is a very intelligent woman, and she and her twin sister Alizaria are very alike. Where Alizaria is an artificer, her mom is kind of like an artificer, but with absolutely no combat capability. So she's an arcane tinkerer, and she makes very basic magic items, and that's how she helps Bregendarth get people out of the city that don't want to be there anymore. So one of the things she's really adept at making is the the Wafwi, which is the drow equivalent of like a cloak of elvenkind. So she's pretty good at making those, and she supplies those to Bregendarth to help sneak people out of the city. And she and Alzaria actually worked together to make the little harness of holding thingy that Mel wears that keeps her scimitars concealed. So that's a little bit about her mom, Yasrina.
Uh, Alrighty, amazing. And then last but not least, let's learn about Magda.
Hi, I'm Rudy and I play Magda, who's a UNT pureblood paladin. Now, her family has been a long time practitioner of chemocraft. And she was really learning how to be a what they call a blood hunter from her grandmother, following the family tradition. But she was never into it, and now that she's been away from the family, she's kind of given up on that practice, and she's nervous that when she gets back home and her grandmother finds out that she'll be in trouble. However, she thinks that maybe if they come back as a hero, maybe her grandmother won't be as upset. So she's gonna see if she and her friends can become one. We'll see how that goes.
Alrighty. Well then, without any further ado, let's pick up where you all had arrived at the corrupted forest, this brambly existence with all sorts of bone-like vines and calcified corpses, fungal pods, and blood. What would you like to do? Do you want to scout around the forest or dive right into its twists and turns?
I call forth my steed named Zeta, who is a direwolf, umber color.
Do we need to roll initiative?
No, explain this is my new friend.
He's huge. Is it he or she?
Yeah, I can write him. I was like last night, during the watch and everything else, just staring at his face, and all of a sudden he just came out of the shadow and said hi to me, and that was it. My new friend.
I want to actually look at something here real quick.
Oh crap! Don't look at it. Don't look at it, Faye.
No, I want to look at it. So, as you try to conjure your dire wolf,
Yeah.
as you are in the hells,
Yeah.
something else answers your call.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
The creature is still canine-esque, but
Okay.
it is large with two snarling heads.
Oh, love it so much.
It resembles more of a dog than a wolf, and every so often the two heads will snarl and bite at each other.
Oh,
But that is the steed that comes to you.
I love it. Thank you. Zeta 1 and Zeta 2. I don't know. I gotta come up with a better name.
Do we have to feed them? Or it?
No. It's kind of. It's fine. Just good energy, I think.
You meant to do this.
Uh, yes.
Is this because of that shield?
I don't know. I feel like it just kind of happens when it. I don't know how things happen. It just kind of happens.
As long as I don't get bit, I suppose.
I agree.
Should we head into the forest then?
You can if you want.
Do you think they call her Red Ruth because of all the blood?
Almost certainly.
Rosella didn't say where in this forest to find her, did she?
Nope.
Or did they?
Just that you gotta look. So, why don't we get a survival roll from the group?
Hell yeah.
That's not good for the ranger. It was on a 20, and then it rolled over to the 2. So Meliorus is too distracted by the two-headed wolf thing that appeared, I guess.
Is it like a fellhound?
I'll share a image of something that it looks like.
Like a fellhound from the game that Lachlan likes a lot?
It looks akin to this.
Oh my god, look at it! It's so amazing!
Nasty.
Here's my question, Faye.
Yes.
I was gonna make my fellhound a fey creature. Because you can choose the 3 different types of spirit.
No. In Avernus, it is a fiend.
Okay. Love it.
There are certain things that Avernus does to magic.
I love it.
Alrighty, let's
I'm gonna
see.
save this picture.
Okay, so as you travel through the area, you are oh, I need to erase.
These walls kind of look like spaghetti.
Skitty forest.
You find a dead end.
Is this spaghetti, trees or
It's-
bones?
Yes. It's those bone-like vines, the calcified corpses, the fungal pods, all of that.
I was thinking about chopping at it with my sword, but then you say fungal pods, and I don't want to release any kooky spores into the air.
So you unfortunately find a dead end, and then as you circle back to try again, there's not really much here in this dead end. You will find yourself at another dead end. However, this one does have something waiting for you. As you approach, you see a collection of 3 spirits that, as you are about to turn away, to head back and try and find your way once more. All of you over here. These 3 spirits seem to look like dryads, creatures of the forest, but corrupted, much like the area itself. And as they approach, remind us, show us wonders of life.
Wonders of life.
How do we do that?
How do you think? What would you, as you are being demanded this, how does your character respond?
I'll cast a Cure Wounds on one of them. They heal for 12 points.
Does Cure Wounds work on undead?
I don't know.
It should say.
It doesn't. A creature you touch?
Saren, for some narrative purpose, can you describe to me what the experience of receiving a Cure Wounds from Saren is like?
It's kind of cold. Almost like a burst of very cold air just kind of blows through you and focuses on where wounds would be. And then it leaves you feeling refreshed.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Is there any fire nearby? Like, is anyone carrying a torch or anything?
I don't believe anyone is carrying a torch.
Okay.
I have a torch. Do you want one?
No, I have them. I just didn't know if someone was carrying one.
No, I have dark vision.
Wasn't it previously established that the entire party is carrying a torch for Mel? Wasn't that
Well, yeah, that's true.
in a previous episode?
And Haven will use thaumaturgy because he actually knows that, and he's going to use it to create some like sounds that are like sensory perceptions of things like he remembers from forests and nature, like kind of riffing back to like the springtime lore I did a few things ago, like maybe the sounds of winds rushing and waterfalls roaring, as much as thaumaturgy can do.
Okay, yeah.
Melioris will cast Dancing Lights and will conjure softly glowing purple, purpley kind of pink lights that kind of hover near the, I really hate the term fungal pods, but here we go, and just kind of try and mimic some of the like ambiance of the Underdark.
Okay. And what about Magda?
I hold up my shield and I go, "Is this pretty?"
Unfortunately, a pretty shield is not quite enough, but with the efforts of Haven, Saren, and Melioris, the spirits do seem soothed. Haven, Saren, Melioris, if you do not have a heroic inspiration, you may add one.
Aww.
Thanks.
So, I'm going to ask for another group survival roll here.
That's
These
better.
aren't gonna be the last spirits we find here.
I think you're right, Haven.
Hopefully they're all as tame. Is that the right word? I'm not good with words.
I'll take tame.
9.
Benign, yes.
All right. Your group and continue on your travels. And as you do so, yeah, no, you're not allowed to move past the darkness. I saw you dancing there. Moving through. Oh, it'd be good if I erased.
The darkness is encroaching on us.
You find your path winding you deeper through the brambles, where it brings you further deeper into the forest. And unfortunately, your group, as you wind all the way through, finds another dead end. And this one, as you look around trying to find where it might lead, I'm going to say that you notice there is a staff here. It is made of hawthorn and seems to be stuck, buried in the thicket.
Oh, can I get close to it?
I mean,
Maybe like 3 feet away.
you can get close to it, but again, it is buried in the thicket, so in the thorns.
Okay. Should I pull it out?
Just be careful if you intend to. I'm not sure if this is a place where we want to disturb too many things. Now, I understand that I disturbed a bunch of things in that wasp nest, so I'm not one to tell you to stop.
Okay, can I pull it out? I look over to Mel and Haven. Okay, I'm gonna go and can I touch? I touch it.
Wherever it is, I'm getting farther away as usual.
So as Haven steps back and Magda steps forward, Magda, you try and reach in, and all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
the thorns wrap around you.
Oh.
You are restrained
Oh.
and pulled into the thicket.
Ah!
Oh,
And just because of mechanics and tension, I am going to ask for initiative rolls here.
Is this the Winnie the Pooh moment? Is my bottom half sticking out of the thicket?
Nope, you have been pulled in entirely.
Okay. Wow,
Sure
Mel.
thing to get the 20 on. Yeah, natural 20 plus 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Alright, so. Let's. Do. Just going to do this for reasons. Just because it makes it easier.
That's mean. I love it.
Alright, so. Uh. Meliodas, you saw Magda get swooped into the thicket.
Am I see where Magda is? Is there any bit of her visible?
I mean, you can see her through the brambles and the thicket. She's just encased in the thorns.
Okay. I, I don't know if this will help, but Meliors will cast Rope Trick right above Magda to try and give her something to grab onto to try and pull herself out of the thicket.
And with that, anything else from Meliors?
Uh, Hang on 1 second. As I can take the search action as a bonus action, can I look to see if I can figure out what caused the thorns to grab Magda? Like, is there a creature, or can I see where this is originating from?
Um, Let me just look at something here real quick. I would say that the search action probably wouldn't be the best here, but if you could do a study action, that might get you more information.
I don't know that I can do study as a bonus action. I think it's the alert that lets me do the, observant gives me the quick search. Does alert get me? Nothing related to this. I don't think I can do that with a bonus action.
Okay,
So
you
I
could
guess that'll
still
be it for
make
Mel.
the search, but I will think that you get more out of a study than a search.
Okay, search is what I got. Is that a perception or an
Um,
investigation?
I would say we can go for perception on what you're trying to check to see if there's a creature here or something like that. You
11.
do not see any sort of concealed creature. All right. Magda, it's your turn.
Yeah. Um.
Because you start your turn restrained,
Yeah.
the barbs that writhe around you
Yeah.
will confer to you 25 points of damage.
Oh! Ow! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I meant to touch it. I can see the rope that's dangling out on top of me. Yeah.
Correct.
Can I try to reach it with my hand, or am I just totally restrained?
You are totally restrained currently.
Um. Okay. Hold on one second as I try to. That changes my. Would you say I am almost like swallowed whole?
No, I wouldn't say you're swallowed because this is not a creature.
So you're saying the thing I want to do is not gonna work.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. What? Oh, wait. Can I do something stupid as... Nope. Okay, can I try... What do I need to do to try to break free, please?
Um, unfortunately,
Nothing?
per mechanics, this one does
Yep.
not have an easy escape. If you can
Uh-huh.
destroy the thorns that are holding you,
Okay, I would like to try that, please.
how do you try that?
Disadvantage, right?
What are you doing to destroy them?
Can I try to go in and swing it with my mace?
Uh, yeah, you can try and do that. Let me just check something here.
Or am I totally not able to do that because I'm tied up?
Uh, you can try. You do have disadvantage on your attack rolls because of the restrained condition.
Okay, I'm a paladin. What could go wrong? Does 13 do any damage?
A 13 will hit the thorns.
Okay. Does 5 points of bludgeoning damage get me somewhat loose?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, go for it.
That's 15. Does 8 points of bludgeoning damage almost get me loose?
You're still trapped in there.
Okay. I would like Zeta to go ahead and try to get me out.
So as Zeta approaches,
Uh-oh.
Zeta is also pulled in and now restrained.
Oh! Feywild Witchling.
It's almost like there's mechanics here.
We are about to have words that are not nice.
Well, it's not like your steed did anything but a natural one anyway.
True.
All right. So I believe that'll be it for
Yeah.
Magda. Bringing us to Saren. Your turn.
Can I do a sorceress burst at some of these things that are restraining Magda?
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be fire damage.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's a 26.
That definitely hits.
One of those is an 8.
That'll explode.
For 18 damage.
Uh,
Fire.
Which it actually takes double because it is vulnerable to fire damage, which will instantly free Magda and Zeta. And that does remind me, you guys have a +1 to your AC and to your attack rolls for the rest of the session from chat.
Thank you.
Alright, do I have the staff still in my hands?
So now that you are free, you can reach the staff, and as soon as you touch it, it crumbles
Yeah.
in your hand.
I say a lot of nasty words, Faye.
So,
It's okay, Magda. Here, I'm gonna give you some healing.
Do you think that was like a bait?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's some healing for Magda. It's a 20.
Thank you.
all right. Why don't we get another group survival roll? It can't be bad every time, right?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was like, what's that other thing on the screen? It's Zeta.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to kill it.
No!
Magda, when you were in there, did you see any, like, way through the thorns? Like, should we keep going that way somehow?
I don't know. Did I see that?
No, you did not.
I did not.
Alright, so give me just one moment. I have to work my way backwards on this.
This place is just all dead ends.
It's a lot of dead ends. I should probably
Perhaps
hit
Red
the
Ruth
erase.
doesn't like visitors.
Maybe if you say her name like 3 times, she just, like, magically appears.
It does seem likely that she already knows we're here. Maybe that staff was a trap left by her to keep intruders out.
Alright, so
I think if Magda died in there, that she would just become part of the forest, like one of the corpses and fungal pods.
Almost certainly.
So this whole place is just people that have been trapped. Alright, I'm keeping my guard up from now on. Even more so than it already was.
alright, and then get there from where you are. The best path would be
Oh, there was a path down there.
and then alright, so you're able to find a pathway that takes you oh, I want to race, not cover, out of the forest and through to the sides that bring you all the way over to we'll have our ranger in the front. All the way through the maze-like existence that brings you to the center. Hopefully this is where Red Ruth is. And what you see is a cave-like hovel. It is at the center of the maze, where hundreds of bones and body parts hang by twine from the entrance. This ceiling is strung with garland that is made of bloody entrails, and the air buzzes with flies. So, bam. 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 Alright, so, as you arrive here, what do you do?
There's no like door or anything, or like a.
No, it's just the cave and the entrails and everything kind of hanging around.
Great. Saren will just kind of shout into the hovel. Hello? Red Ruth, are you home?
As you call out, a figure steps forward to the front. And Well, if you're visitors, don't just stand outside. Come in. And then you can hear shuffling that goes back into the lair.
Saren will just kind of look over both of his shoulders to everyone else and follow Red Ruth in.
Okay, I'll do the same.
I don't know if I want to go in the lair.
You can stand outside the door, like I said, or outside the doorway. Like I said, it's just like, entrails and bones and other body parts. I'm gonna need so much water for this voice. You see, as you step into the hovel, that there is light from a fire that has this cauldron bubbling over top of it. It smells horrible in here. But within the gory den, you do see, of course, Red Ruth, a fiendish-looking hag with a dress made of stitched together bones. There are these strings of skulls, too small for anything but an infant, that chatter nursery rhymes incessantly and in different languages. And so, what are you looking for? A potion? A ritual? Why have you come to Red Ruth?
Possibly for information. We met with Ralzala over at the Unicorn Zapper, not too far from here. And that's a zapper made from a unicorn, not one that zaps unicorns, so far as we can tell. They've been bound to a lord here and want to break that binding. And they thought that maybe you could help.
Yes. Pact breaking. That is within my capabilities. However, no deals come without payment. A
We're
bargain.
becoming accustomed to that, yes.
I will grant you assistance for your assistance in return.
What sort of assistance would you ask of us?
I have a bet that I am long overdue for. Centuries since the last time I've washed. However, I require a specific sort of accommodation. I would like you to travel to the Wandering Emporium and to arrange for my pampering session at Infernal Rapture. And should you accept this, while I go for my pampering, you will be required to watch over my lair. My grove is very important to me, you see. It cannot be left undefended.
So you want us to go and make a reservation for you at a spa, and then come back and watch over your forest?
I would like you to make arrangements for my pampering, and then to hold the fort, so to say, as I indulge.
We've
Out of curiosity, how long is pampering usually?
2 hours.
Oh, okay. It's not like, weeks.
We've heard of this emporium. Do you know where to find it? It is called the Wandering Emporium, after all.
If you accept this offer, I can point you in its direction. But I will not do it unless you are to assist me.
How often do you have visitors here?
Often enough to keep a thriving business.
So a few hours. Should we do it?
Doesn't sound too complicated.
There have been much more demanding bargains in the past. Perhaps in your future.
Very well. I think we should be able to handle this.
Maybe we'll get to kill another noble or two in the process.
We seem
Oh, right,
to
that.
I mean, I love a good spa day, so we can totally hook you up with something nice.
And with that, she gives a very off-putting, unsettling smile. And will perform a ritual. She takes a bone from her dress and will drag it along her forearm until it cuts and drops the blood on the ground. As she looks at it, she studies it, throws a little spit into it, and then...
Are you able to make a map or have one yourselves of the region?
Oh yes, we have a map.
Then she'll take the another bit of blood on her finger and dab a fingerprint onto the map.
That is where you will find the Emporium.
All right. Is it far?
I would say that it's not terribly far. You'd be able to make the trek with your infernal vehicles pretty easily.
Well, Ruth, thank you. It doesn't look too far. We should be able to get there pretty quickly and get back in due time for you.
Please do. I am excited.
Before we go, is there like a particular day or a time that's open in your schedule? Is there like an attendant at this place that you liked the last time you were there and like be on
I do
staff
not
when you're
know
there again?
that any attendant that saw to me last would still be alive. I'll take whatever the soonest arrangement that you can set up will be.
Great. Thought I'd check.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Do not get lost in the brambles. Nasty things wait in there.
We've seen.
So, you are able to leave Red Ruth's lair, maybe to a bit of ease as you step away from the gore. Bye. Now,
Ooh, your future is written in your blood.
don't need the map's comments.
I was wondering if the map was gonna have reactions to the blood being put on it.
No. The map only has reactions to certain things. And I don't need them right now. So, with that, you are able to return around uh, the bone brambles to... Okay. Dang it. To get back to your infernal vehicles and to set out towards the Wandering Emporium, which on your map it is set right about here. So it'll take you a few hours to get there, but not terribly far.
Might even be a road.
No road. Roads do not exist in Avernus.
I mean, if you look at the path from the unicorn zapper to that area, there's kind of a little zigzaggy road. Or maybe it's a
That's
stream.
not a road. That's like,
River of blood.
I would say that's like just something that's of the map, but like there's not really roads. Like there's
A path often traveled, perhaps.
path often traveled. That makes sense. Yeah. No, the roads to hell are paved with good intentions.
A minor little like word thing.
So, as you travel out, just for my own amusement, can I have a volunteer roll for me a d20?
Not me.
I'll roll your d20, Faye.
Oh, thank you.
It's my lucky number.
Heck yeah.
As you travel, there does not seem to be any disturbances that come to you. And as we are arriving at where you see in the distance a large wandering emporium, our first ad break is coming up, so please hang out with us. We will be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They do help us here at Wheel to Witch RP. Another great way of supporting us is direct donations to my Ko-fi, link that's on screen and in our chat room. These donations really help keep our games affordable. They show us lots of support, so stick around, help how you can, and we will see you guys very soon. right. So, we're coming back. And as we are coming back, it is with you all seeing the Wandering Emporium. It is a collection of brightly colored tents that stand clustered together. It creates an oasis of comfort amid the dread landscape of Avernus. You see these huge infernal war machines forming a horseshoe about the tents. There are curtains made of small rectangular iron plates and lamps that dangle from chains strung between them. There is a soft, lilting music and a wondrous smells that drift across the hot winds, inviting a closer look.
This seems oddly out of place here.
Right. Not quite peaceful, but
As you approach, there is a sign that you can see written in whichever is your native tongue, it seems. So whatever language you learned growing up is what you see plastered amongst it. And it's catered to each of you, so you might each see a different language, but it says, "All are welcome here. No fighting, no spellcasting, no exceptions." And then there is a figure that appears as you come closer. And I actually have a picture of him. And as he appears to you. "Ah, travelers, welcome. So, what are you looking for? What can I direct you to here in my wandering emporium?"
Oh, this is your place.
"Ah, yes. I am Mahadi." And he gives a flourishing bow.
Lulu's with us, right?
Yes, Lulu is with you.
Lulu, is this your friend?
As Lulu arrives, she's really kind of just looking around, so you call her attention, and I think so. Yeah. And as she's saying this in your mind, having drawn attention to her, Mahadi smiles and, "Well, a pleasure to see you once again. Perhaps, again, I can direct you to a establishment of your choice. I must say that there are two that are absolute jewels of the bazaar that I have curated here."
Well, we are here on business, Mahadi. My name is Saren. These are my companions.
Saren, companions, may I direct you to Infernal Rapture, a beloved restaurant and spa in one.
Can you eat while you're getting pampered?
It is not something that can detract from your experience, and we want only the best for our clientele.
Interesting.
I do believe the Infernal Rapture is where our business will take us. What other services are offered here?
Of course, we have the Forge, where you may be able to find weapons and armor or repair any sort of war machines. A barber here as well. You can find a courier service to get your messages anywhere. And then, of course, an area for some more exotic goods. Demon's Echo, if you're interested. And a larva farm.
Does this forge just have your standard weapons and armor, or are there magical versions available for procurement as well?
To my knowledge, they are only selling more mundane items. But I'm sure that there is always something in the bag, and he gives a wink.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you very much for your warm welcome. We'll likely have a look around, and we'll abide by your rules.
Please do, I'd hate to have to reprimand you.
I don't think that'll be necessary. We'll all behave. Looks at Magda. Looks back.
Also looks at Magda.
As Mahadi looks at Magda, he raises an eyebrow.
No, she's fine.
No, I'll behave.
Well, if you don't, you'll be seeing me.
Very
Well, hi, by the way, just in case you couldn't figure it out, Magda. That's my name. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, should we check out this Infernal Rapture?
Well, can we look around first?
Well, sure. You can go wherever you'd like.
Oh, actually, maybe we should go to the place because it may cost us money, and we're gonna end up spending money, and we won't know how much is left.
Do we even have money?
Do I have money? I have a little money.
Yeah, I
I've
guess I
got
have
some money,
I
but
got
I'm not
163
sure what sort of
gold.
currency they take. That could be tricky.
Yeah, we should ask Mohadi.
Mahadi, before we go, what sort of currency is accepted here?
The currency that is accepted all around Avernus. Primarily soul coins, or souls themselves.
Do you have an exchange rate for gold, perhaps?
Unfortunately, that is up to the businesses itself to decide whether or not they will take gold.
Very well. Okay, thank you.
Of course. And do let me know if you need anything else. And again, there is a wink. This one seeming a little bit more unnerving.
Is it towards Saren or is it towards Mel?
It's towards the group.
Okay.
I get a read on this guy.
Sure, would you like to roll an insight check?
I would love to roll an insight check.
My inside check was to see if that
Oh.
was really for Mel.
That's not great.
Haven, you think that last statement might be along the lines of if you need anything in the form of a contract, much like other dealings within the Hells, that you can come to him as well.
Is he still here?
Uh, he is currently walking into the Emporium, but you can call his attention if you so wish.
No, I wanted to just not have him around.
Yeah, you can wait until he's not around as well.
I think he's a devil. I think he's a deal maker.
Isn't everyone around here? That's what it keeps seeming like.
Hey, Sharon,
Yes.
remember the person that you're looking for or the symbol that you're looking for?
Oh, the symbol's in my head, and I'm certainly looking around once we
Okay,
get into the businesses.
okay, okay.
Thank you for the reminder. It is
No
burning
problem.
in my head, though.
You want, oh, I don't have any more towel.
What?
Okay. Okay,
Thank you, though.
you're welcome.
Head on, apply directly to forehead. So,
External use only.
Max, don't even think about it. As you're looking around, are you heading directly to Infernal Rapture, or are you taking a bit of time to look around?
I am absolutely not going to Infernal Rapture. I heard Forge, and Haven's been missing forging on this journey. And so he might just go to the Forge just to watch, like if there's actually forging happening. Kind of just like looky-loo.
As you approach, you are able to see that there are three figures, that seem to be the Forge Masters. They are creatures that look snake-like, but also made to be of fire.
Oh,
And
heck yeah.
as they are working, you would notice that they give orders to small beasts that look of rock and magma, and what looks to be armor that is able to walk about on its own. As soon as one of them notices that you are looking, slithers away from work and up to you.
Yes. What service might we provide?
Oh, I actually just kind of wanted to watch the operation here. I'm very adept with the forge and tools, but I've been journeying a lot lately and haven't had a chance to practice my craft and kind of feeling a little anxious. You know, if you haven't done it in a long time, you miss it.
I would not know. I am always forging.
What I wouldn't give to have your life.
There are things that you can give for such a life.
Around here, I'm sure there are. Do you happen to sell the tools, like some smithing tools? I left my set back at home at my forge. Didn't think I would need them on this journey, but they might come in handy down here. perhaps I could craft a few weapons or trinkets or pieces of armor in exchange. Do a little job for the tools required for the job. And make some fine weapons, and he'll like pull out his dagger that he's made and the great sword that actually he didn't make, but he won't tell them that.
I can perhaps part with a set of tools, a spare set, so not the best in conditions. And to do so, it will be 65 gold.
65, wow.
I walk over to Haven and I whisper to him, do you want some gold?
Sorry, what did you say? It kind of broke up.
Oh, do you want some gold?
Oh, I have gold.
Oh,
I have plenty of gold. You know, since you're a fellow craftsman, I respect the craft. And Haven will just dig out 65 gold and give it to the guy. He doesn't feel like haggling.
Okay. And the figure will take the gold, slither off, and then comes back and, true to what he said, it is not, you know, the prettiest set of tools, but you can see everything is present, some in better conditions than others.
Thank you. Do you happen to have like a spare forge and anvil? I could just maybe make some little trinkets just to make something.
There is no space in the Fire Snake Forge. I do not know if there are others.
Understood.
hey Mel.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you still have that broken set of thieves' tools? Remember how you were using yours and it broke, so I gave you mine?
I vaguely recall.
Maybe we can try to get that one repaired so you have two sets just in case.
Or I only have above table. I only have one
Right.
set of thieves' tools in my inventory.
You might have gotten rid of the
So
broken ones because
I
it
may have gotten rid
has
of the broken one.
been a while.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you, by any chance, have any lock-picking tools?
No.
Can I fix those? Is that a possibility now?
Well, I
If they
think she
had
threw
them.
them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Can I fabricate them with the right metal? I honestly can't remember.
We're trying to think of anything that we could get things repaired or made here while we're
Yeah.
question for the team. I have a short sword and a long sword I don't use. Should we trade them?
Could. Don't we have a set of plate mail too?
Yeah, I
That
feel
needed
like
to be
we,
refitted.
we stuck it in the vehicle. Yeah, we should go ahead and trade those in because they're just taking up space, yeah?
Oh, couldn't the plate mail be refitted and used?
Magda.
Well, I mean, that would be good, except I think that will make me kind of clunky. Do you think that that'll hinder us?
Well,
That would make two of us, Bagda.
Oh,
Even
you
like
have
kind of.
language. Oh, excuse me. If we have a plate armor, uh, can you like make it so it'll fit me?
Resizing can be done.
Okay. I have a long sword and a short sword. Can I trade them for you to do that? Like you can have them, and then and I can have a plate.
It depends on how much your alterations will cost and how much your weapons are worth.
Okay. My weapon's a silvered. I don't know if that means anything.
Do you really have a full set of plate mail, like full plate?
I don't know if it's a full set or just a chest piece.
I thought it was a full set.
Whoever
I
has
can't.
the note. This is from your fight with
I mean,
Harmon, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Un momento.
And we had that. Was it the writing thing from his mount?
It says Hellsworn
I
weapon
wrote
is the
down,
lance, plate armor.
yeah, I wrote
Yeah.
down plate as well.
He has plate. Yep.
I mean, I do have strength score of 16, so if I can wear it.
Uh. Yeah, you need a strength of 15 to wear plate, so.
Yeah.
Do. And.
Okay, above table. That'll give me 18 plus 4, so that'll make my AC 22. Or we can try to sell it where the cost is 1,500 gold. I don't know if we'll get that at all, but wouldn't gold be a little bit more useful for us?
I don't think there's going to be a lot of places that take gold.
Are you guys okay with me taking the plate armor?
I'm
Man,
not sure anyone
I
else.
forgot we had it.
Because what are you wearing? Yeah, your skull is about 15, right? What's your AC right now, Haven?
um, 17, I think. I can't wear heavy armor.
Oh,
You are the only one that can wear heavy armor.
okay. So it's either we sell it or we resize it. Are you guys okay with me resizing it?
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, can we resize it? Which means that we have my breastplate that we can sell, and then my long sword and my short sword.
Cool.
Alright, let me do some math here real quick, and while I do that,
Yes, ma'am.
feel free to RP amongst yourselves.
Okay, and Haven, um, the smithing tools would help us with the vehicles and stuff like that. Do you want some gold from me? You just spent a lot of gold for the thing.
I mean, I don't need it right now because I don't know if there's anything I particularly want to buy.
Okay,
Unless they
if
have
you need it, will you let me know?
sort of stuff behind the curtain or whatever that would be useful.
Right. Okay. And then I walk over to and then I whisper over to Hey Darren,
Yes, Mac.
don't forget I have 2 soul coins.
You have two?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we need it or not, but I just wanted you to know that I have 2 soul coins.
And Mel, how many do you have?
You had given her 1 or 2, I think.
2.
Sorry, I am muted. I have 2 that have not been put into the motorcycle for fuel.
And I also have 2.
What were the weapons once more?
I have a silvered longsword, silvered short sword, and the breastplate.
Cool.
We'll definitely want to make sure we check the cost at the Infernal Rapture.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get rid of all of our soul coins.
No,
But
because I would rather keep them for our vehicles, right?
Well, at least some of them. But I am interested to see what they have behind the curtain. I do have this helm and this wand that are of moderate or minor use to us that could be worth something in a trade as well.
Yeah. Because we want to stop over at that magic shop, yeah? Is that the behind the curtain?
No, we're here.
Oh,
At
I
the
thought this
forge.
was Oh, Forge is the where we have the magical items too?
Well, there was a wink and a nod, and
Oh,
we
okay.
don't know because we haven't asked yet. And
Okay, sorry.
then, you're okay, Magda.
So, for the materials, you will be told the cost of resizing the plate mail is 675 gold.
Sorry, how much?
675.
Not bad.
The trade value of your breastplate, your longsword, and your sword. The breastplate will get you 135 gold. The longsword will get you 7 gold, and the short sword will get you 5.
Yeah, no, we're selling the plate.
What about this Hellsworn lance?
I thought Faye had said it was just kind of like a regular lance. Unless I totally misinterpreted that as well.
You can,
Like,
because it is Hellsworn, it needs to be in the hands of a Hellsworn sort of thing. So right now it's functionally just a normal lance.
that's what it was. Yeah, it's like when it was out of his hands, it was just the normal lance.
I think we should sell the plate.
Well, we're probably going to get less money for the plate and not have anything else to spend it on.
I don't know. I mean, these guys took gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Reigns of the Nightmare? Is that something useful that people would be interested in?
We have that helm too of mind reading or whatever it was.
Yep, I've got that
Anyone
helm.
gonna use that?
I'm wearing it, but it's...
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the plate thing is not gonna, the AC thing, it really doesn't matter. I
Oh,
would
it
rather
matters
us
a lot.
actually sell the plate. I would rather sell the plate for the gold than us
What-
spending a 675 gold for a plate.
What would you spend the gold on?
Who knows?
How about plate?
No, we don't.
Look, let her play her paladin the way she wants to.
I'm talking to Ridian.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that seems like a lot of money to spend on me. Is what I'm saying. And we still have. You know what? Let's check to see what other things we could buy. What magical things we could buy. Because if they have like a +1 scimitar, I would rather have Mel get a +1 weapon.
So, just before we get too far in the weeds here, wasn't the whole reason we were going to Red Ruth because she was supposed to be able to better equip us to possibly take down Zariel? So, like,
Yeah, you were going.
no,
Rosala was going to give you information for Bell's Forge. Yes.
so she's gonna like fall in a favor with the forge to get us some gear. then maybe we could just browse today, see what they have, so we
Yeah, okay.
know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
see how Red Ruth shakes out in case she gives us like a store credit or something.
Let's not do anything hasty. I would like to still sell my sword and a long sword and a short sword, please.
All right, so selling your long sword and your short sword will get you 12
There's
gold.
silver. That's all we get.
Yes,
There's like 100 gold to get a silver.
and you've used them in battle, which lessens their value.
It's 7 and 25 gold.
No, it's 7 and 5. So you get 12 total.
You know what? I'm gonna hold on to them.
Okay. You do what you want to do. This is
Yeah,
your game.
yeah, yeah. I can't believe this is turning to shopping. Good thing. Yeah, can we have this thing on any cool stuff? Like, I don't know. Do you have any other cool stuff?
Not directly for sale, no.
Oh, okay.
Seems
Is there
to be the kind
wait?
of place where you need to know someone before they show you the really cool shit.
Is there like a password for cool stuff?
I mean, I tried to play the whole fellow crafter card a little bit, but this guy just seemed like he was kind of all business. I wasn't really looking for that special store, though. I just wanted some tools. And I really just want to, like, make something.
Saren will step towards the fire snake and flash the 2 soul coins that he has in between his fingers. Do you have anything else? Maybe less mundane?
There is almost a look of disdain seeing those. The only figures of non-mundane existence are the armors that we utilize at the forge.
Very well. That's a bit disappointing.
Most things are in the hills.
Do you know if any other shops around or booths have magical items that they'd be interested in parting with?
Your best chance at getting a magical item is talking to Mahadi.
That can
Mahadi
be
can
arranged.
make many things appear out of nowhere. And again, there's like almost a disdain tone in the voice.
Excuse me. I was wondering, um, if I want my friend to make me a ring. If I give you the short sword, will you let him use the forge for like half an hour?
As I said, there is no room at this forge.
Do you want to take a meal break?
I do not need to eat.
Okay. Want to take a nap?
I do not need to sleep.
Okay.
I am not a creature of flesh and blood.
Ah, then
You
you're missing
wanna-
out on things.
You want to watch his skill?
I would like to work. So if you do not have more business, I suggest you wander elsewhere in the Emporium.
Yeah, I don't want to make you mad. Okay. Thank you.
And so he slithers back to join the other two at the forge.
Man, really kind of. He works hard. He's a hard worker.
I like his style. He loves what he does. He never has to sleep. Never even has to eat. He can just forge all the time. Haven's like going a little like googly, like chibi eyes. Maybe this place isn't so bad after all. Wonder how you get his job. Wonder how you become him. There has to be a way. He said so himself.
I can make a bargain with Mahadi.
But what would I be giving up?
Maybe this is a retirement plan for you, Haven.
Apparently, your sense of humor.
I'm glad you think I have a sense of humor, Mel.
It's in there. Hard to get at sometimes, but it's there.
Should we investigate the
Other places?
infernal rapture?
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven thinks like Saren's going for there because he like low-key wants to get like a quick like mani-pedi before we go back to Red Ruth.
I could be persuaded.
Mel definitely wants to get one. Like, can you fit me in?
Can we buy a clean towel that
As
magically cleans itself?
you are able to approach, you see that infernal rapture exists within the most lavish of these tents, and that while there is this sort of sign above it, the curtains are closed, but like everything else, it does seem to be open for business, just that it seems to offer a little bit more privacy.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's go in.
And
Hopefully it's a little more friendly than those bathhouses back in Baldur's Gate.
as you are able to step in, it is a coolness that is immediately able to relieve you from the heat, the sweltering of Avernus. And a figure, an employee, gives you a very respectful bow. No words until the bow is finished. And as they stand, please, guests, follow me. And you are brought a short distance to a very lounge-like room. You can hear the sounds of other patrons further in, but you are brought to areas where you can sit, and as soon as you take a seat, a contract appears in front of you.
Whoa.
Of course.
A brief glance over the contract will require you to adhere yourself to the contract before further allowance into Infernal Rapture. Though the contract is fairly simple and straightforward. It states that you will have to be, you must pay for everything consumed and all services before you leave.
Is
We
it
aren't
really
here
it?
for ourselves.
What was that, Melioris?
What if we aren't making an appointment for ourselves? What if we're here to arrange like a gift for someone else.
If you consume or have services while you are present, you must pay for them. You can enter and speak after you have signed your contract, but if you do not partake, you will not need pay.
Does that include air we breathe?
No. These are for
Um,
items with cost.
I'm looking for fine print.
I think if you say the word contract, we get all nervous.
Almost like you're in hell.
Yeah.
Um, roll for me an investigation check here, Melioris. It seems a very simple arrangement to you. It doesn't seem to be hiding any sort of tricks or traps. If you don't pay, and you have this contract that shows that you were in direct violation of what you said you'd do.
What is the punishment?
Roll an investigation check.
17.
There's no specific punishment that is listed in this contract. It just notes that failure to adhere to this agreement will be settled with the owner.
Okay, we're probably
Like-
thinking way too hard on this, guys. We should just sign it and go. I'm sorry, Mel. What were you saying?
I said so, like, no wording on forfeiture of souls or anything. So do we need to sign one of these just to book an appointment for somebody else? Like, I totally understand the person that we're booking the appointment for is going to have to pay for services rendered and products used and any food consumed during the visit. But
To book an
we're just here
appointment,
to arrange the appointment.
to do so, you must go to the establishment within. It cannot be booked here, so you have to sign this to enter.
Oh, this is to be fine. I go and can I have a pen?
You do not sign with a pen.
What do you sign it with?
And he'll offer a small, sharp object. Just a prick will do.
Crap. Okay, I go ahead and prick my finger and I put it on the contract that's important.
Your contract disappears.
That is very ominous.
Saren will sigh and just kind of unsheath his longsword just a little bit, just to cut his finger and do the same.
Alright. Saren, your contract disappears.
Haven will pull out his dagger that he made for himself and draw some blood. What's the worst that could happen? He'll press his bloody finger, on the contract.
Contract disappears.
You guys will be lost without me. Mel will do the same on one of her scimitars and sign her contract.
Alright. And with that, all contracts are signed, and the lounge room opens up, and you can see, firstly, the dining services. There are plentiful of tables that are here, and let me see if I have a picture. I think I do. Yeah, there is a menu that is posted that you can see on display, written in Infernal, so let me just post this here. So that's what you see, and Mel, give me just one moment, since you're able to...
Oh, Lord.
It's Infernal!
Okay.
Mel, this is what you are able to read and understand.
She sees the second appetizer, her hand goes to her mouth, and she is appalled.
Oh, what's going on?
Is it horse? Do they have horse on the menu?
They've got horse adjacent things on the menu. They've got things slightly more, what's the word? Intelligent? Like sentient? This is, oh my god. Everything is worse than the last thing somehow.
Did you get to the main dish?
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, like Raga Draga's on there. In
Oh,
not so many words.
I was talking about the bottom one.
I saw that and my heart is breaking. My heart is breaking for different characters in the D&D universe. And okay, the seasoning is great, that last one. I hope it's not the tears of a very strong ranger. This is upsetting. But the good news, guys, we can get coffee and tea.
I think I want to eat anything from here.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Yeah.
This menu is wild. This
Okay.
menu's wild.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm adventurous, but I'm not that adventurous.
I
Saren,
wouldn't recommend these things.
Saren, can you give me a perception roll?
Yeah, I'm actively looking for something.
With a 12, you think you see someone who's familiar to you. You don't
Yeah.
know them, but you've seen them enough in your mind as of late.
That's good. I'll make note and keep an eye on where they are while we make this reservation.
You notice them seated in the dining area. You don't know that they are eating anything, but you see them seated in the dining area.
Okay. So Mel, no food for you?
I would, I'm not feeling very hungry right now. If you would like me to let you know what's available, I can. I have a feeling you guys are going to have the same thoughts as me regarding whether or not you're hungry in this moment. Also, we signed a contract saying we had to pay for whatever we consumed here, and there are no prices on this menu, so that's also pretty suspect.
That's
Either
never a
that
good
or it's
sign.
just
You can.
fancier than I'm used to.
There are plenty of figures here that seem to be under the employ of the establishment. They kind of are standing off to the side or moving through, so you can ask them if you have questions.
Got lots of questions, but none I really feel like I want to ask any of the staff pertaining to the menu. Obviously, I would like to speak to someone about organizing an appointment.
You will probably have to head further into the spa rather than the dining area.
Yeah, I think we came here more to book that reservation rather than eat.
Stick to my rations.
Can I grab one of the staff here and ask, where do we make a reservation?
Well, if you're looking to schedule some spa services, continue down the hallway and there will be someone at the desk.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Let's hope that wasn't a service that will have a cost. Directions. Alright. Does our path take us by this person I recognized?
Yes and no. So, like, they are further into the dining room, so while you can see them where you're going, it does not, like, put you close to their table.
Alright, I want to take a quick walk through the dining room and just see what's on some of these people's plates, and then we can continue on.
Roll for me a nature roll.
Nature?
Yeah, I'm gonna say nature.
Yep. That tracks. Yep.
4. Lots of meat, some meat substitutes. There seems to be a, lovely, little, like, dessert cheese board on someone's, table, so...
Wonderful. When I get near the individual that I'm really walking towards, do I feel anything different as I approach them?
No feeling different, but there is as you get closer, that sort of, this could or couldn't be, is now solidified that this is. He's very, again, nondescript in his appearance, a very average figure. But this is the figure that has been in your mind. The one that you need to impart that rune upon. And we will see how you want to handle that after upcoming ad break. So, please, hang out with us. Let the ads run. They do help us at Wildwitch RP. Another great way of directly supporting us is through donations directly to my Ko-fi, link that's on screen in our chat room. These donations help keep our games affordable. They greatly support us. So, stick around, and we'll see you guys here very soon. Saren, you have found the person you've been looking for. You know what rune you must deliver onto this figure.
I don't know how to do this though. So if I'm standing right behind him, I don't feel like there's been any transfer.
Nope.
Has he noticed me?
If he has, he's not said anything. He does seem to be enjoying his meal, though.
Okay. I would like to place my hand on his back and just kind of lean around and say, "Friend, may I ask what you're having?"
He looks at you, and there is a dull fear in his eyes. Whatever is on the menu, they cannot leave this place. Today, the menu has offered many good things. I've enjoyed a pickled vine blight salad. Now I am working through a twice battered axe beak strip with brandied plum sauce. I am looking at the candied phase spider eyes in a raspberry liquor reduction for dessert.
Wow, quite the my hand is still on his back. I said, "Wow, quite the multi-course feast you're having. What's the occasion?"
It's the only way I can survive.
Why is that?
If I am a customer here, I am not beholden to the debt that awaits me outside.
A debt outside, you say?
Yes.
Interesting. And I've not felt like any transfer or anything.
No transfer. Roll an insight check, Saren.
Okay, Saren will. I don't know if Brent needs to.
Brett probably already understands.
15.
Saren, you think you might need a more active hand in imparting this sigil onto this individual.
As in, he needs to leave.
It would... I'd say with your 15 it would be a complicated thing that you are balancing here, because if you take this guy out of the Infernal Rapture, with how he's been speaking, it seems that he has a bit of a tab to pay. And if he does not pay for what has been consumed, that is something that is handled with Mahadi. And likely away from this figure that has asked of your services. But to achieve what you are perhaps starting to suspect, you will be going against one of the edicts that you had seen outside. Of no fighting. Because you think this might be a more physical application.
Very well. Alright, well, thank you for the information, friend. I'll leave you to your meal for now. And I'll rejoin the group as we go further in.
Did you know that guy, Saren?
I don't know him personally, but I think that's the recipient of the rune that's in my head.
Oh, so you gave it to him.
No, unfortunately, but he said that since he's a customer here, and he continues ordering and remaining as a customer, that it seems to be protecting him from whatever other debt that he owes, which I'm sure is associated with what's burning in my head now.
So you're a debt collector. Amazing.
Well, I owe a debt just the same, so
He's robbing Peter to pay Paul.
perhaps. But I think I need to get him out of here and remove that protection of him being a customer.
Oh,
Man, if only you had like a bag of holding. Just pop him in the demiplane for a few minutes.
portable hole.
Right?
Well, perhaps I'll have to speak with Mahadi again to see what we can figure out.
I mean, he did say, in maybe not completely certain terms, that he could also be willing to craft certain contracts as well.
Right. Or possibly dismiss others in exchange. I just hope this doesn't get too complicated.
I mean, isn't it already? You're smarter than me, so
Well, I'm not
maybe
sure
not
about
for you.
that. We'll figure it out. Let's see about setting that appointment.
Alright, so. As you can approach the area of the spa, there is a figure there at a desk, a receptionist, smiling brightly.
Hello.
Hello, how can I be of service?
Are you able to help us with a reservation on someone else's behalf?
Yes, that would be the case. There is, however, a stipulation with reservations.
Of course there is.
And what might that be?
Payment in advance.
What sort of payment?
The full cost of the service. Do you know what your reservation will be for?
Like a once every 500-year bath. You may know, I believe she's a repeat customer. Red Ruth.
Have her on file.
Yeah,
Can
can you pull up
we
her?
just cross-reference what treatments she had in the past?
As the figure, please give me one moment. And she'll open up, it's a seemingly endless folio, and just starts looking. And Red Ruth, you said?
That's correct.
Pulls out a file and begins to look over it. Yes, she has been here, for a few times here, and it seems that she utilizes Let me double check. She typically utilizes most of our light spa and then amenities, but has been known in the past to go for a whole body restoration and a longevity therapy session. But typically her on file appointments have been just the light amenities.
I think she did say a full pampering. Specifically a bath.
Cost differential between the two.
Full light amenities are one soul coin and come in a package deal alongside the daily menu options at no extra charge. And for any further specialty services, such like the whole body restoration or longevity therapy, it is an additional soul coin for each specialty treatment.
Any chance there's any flexibility on that for a repeat customer such as the Red Roof? I spoke very highly of this establishment.
Any price negotiations must be handled with the supervisor, Mahadi.
Can you give us one moment, please?
Of course. Just come over here and I'll be happy to help you when you're available.
Thank you so much. Mel kind of shuffles everyone off to a little bit and then kind of pulls them into a huddle. And it's
She
like,
said full pampering. She didn't say anything longevity stuff.
I would say with your
Gotta-
insight, if she didn't mention any of the specialty services, she likely doesn't want those, because those are very specific.
So this full pampering is one soul coin, yeah?
yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, if we sign her up for the whole kit and caboodle, which we can't afford, does that mean she's gonna give us like extra good shit? Because
I mean,
it costs us 3 soul coins.
yeah. Well, no. We're just gonna give her the full pampering, which is one soul coin, because she didn't ask for the other two.
But how
That should
happy
be
would
enough.
she be if she got more than what she was expecting?
Right?
Yeah, but don't forget,
Wouldn't she be,
she's
like,
the
extra
seer.
appreciative?
She's only gonna go ahead and tell us how to break the pact. We need to still go break the pact. And once we break the pact, what her name was is going to tell us how to get to the person who's gonna sell us the gear to defeat Zariel. This is not a one step. Do we want to end up spending 3 soul coins at the first quest?
It's only 2, right?
Each of the extra things, so that's 3 soul coins. That's a lot.
Or you could choose one and do 2 halfway, you know?
2 halfway what?
So, okay. If you do the full on-file specialty services, that's 3 soul coins. You could do just the light amenities, which would be the 1, or you could just choose one of the special services and go 2, right? Halfway.
Oh, yeah. I see.
The light
She's not giving
amenities
us the stuff.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Red Ruth is not getting us the gear.
No. She's gonna tell us how to break the pact. And then once we break the pact, the Jin, whatever her name is going to tell us how to get to the person who can give us the gear. And we still have to earn the gear.
Right, with more contracts.
Right.
I wonder, would Red Ruth be able to get us an in with some of these other merchants in this area, this traveling emporium? Just weighing the options, because I mean, otherwise we're probably going to be using the soul coins for fuel for our vehicles. potentially. So I just remember Mad Maggie was able to do us a solid when we did her a solid. If Red Ruth is similar, not to paint them both with the same brush, would she be able to, if we scratched her back, would she be able to scratch ours over and above?
The
Oh
Which
yeah,
is
denizen,
she'll
worth more,
scratch
the
your back over and
favors
above
or
that
soul
cauldron.
coins?
the denizens of this hell don't likely enjoy being indebted to someone. So perhaps Red Ruth would be able to even that debt out. But we don't really know how, to Magda's point.
I mean, her skin super needs like a peel, she needs moisturizer. Oh my god.
I understand, but like
It's been
we have
so
limited
long.
we have limited resources. Do we want to go ahead and use up, half of our resources for this one thing? I mean, I don't care. You can take the 2 soul coins and do whatever you wish because I have no use for it. I was just, I know you guys like these vehicles so much.
I will remind you that
Yeah.
there are more infernal vehicles out there that must rely on soul coins. You could always go out hunting for them. If you need,
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? That's
if
why
you
we
need
keep on
to
getting,
refresh it, yeah.
yeah, because we keep on getting followed and searched upon by those other guys. That's probably why they're looking for us, right?
Didn't we pick some of ours up from Raga Draga?
Yeah.
Many of them.
I'll gladly kill demons all day.
And I guess
Okay.
that's the point I'm trying to make is what do we think is worth more to us right now?
Yeah.
These soul coins or a favor owed from a powerful entity that we know probably doesn't want to feel indebted to another person.
I like
And
the
I don't
second
know
one.
what the answer is.
Yep.
I don't know what the right answer is. That's why I called this huddle, was to see
Okay.
what y'all thought. But we've got some options, and it's the first time I think since we've been in the hills where we have options. I just want to make sure we consider them before we
Yeah.
go forward one way or the other.
Okay.
I'm in favor of the 1 soul coin for the expected pampering and a 2nd soul coin for another service of her choice.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
This has services from Dragonlance all over it.
I would know about that. I didn't participate in that. That was another person at the table.
It was a red herring, if I remember correctly.
I think it, or yeah, I think red herring. It's not red snapper, I think it's red herring. I could probably
It
find
was
it.
a
But
red herring in more way than one.
Oh man. Alright, so. What is your final verdict on what you will be?
What were the 2 optional services? There was longevity and rejuvenation.
The 2 services that are on her file that she has partaken in before outside of the normal amenities were the longevity therapy and whole body restoration.
My vote is for the whole body restoration.
I agree.
But
I will defer my vote to the ladies. What are your thoughts, Haven?
I'm very confused. I think you should just spend all of our money and get her everything.
That is a very Haven response. I love that.
all or nothing.
Exactly. Just go big or go home. Spend it all. We could find more. Kill some Raga Dragas.
Because we have 6 soul coins, right?
We have
That
6.
haven't been put in as fuel.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we
I
only
don't-
had 3.
Oh, we've got 6.
out
3 of us have
curiosity-
2 each, I think.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, do you think we have to negotiate with Mahadi to about your guy?
Yes.
You want to save some soul points for him, just in case?
Well, we can always get more soul coins to Haven.
Okay. All right, then. Do you want to just get all 3?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, worst case, you're spending 1 more
Yeah.
than you would have spent otherwise. So
Okay.
you need to spend at least 1 or
It would
2
only
anyway.
help one vehicle.
We can
I'm not
always
worried about your vehicles.
carry the bike in the mouth of the big one temporarily. All right, 1 each then.
Yeah.
Be very careful with forwarding.
One
And I did-
soul coin each.
Be
Coin.
very careful with your
Coin.
wording when you make this appointment.
And I-
I'm just telling you. You've done so much good planning here. I'm rooting for you.
Oh my god. I'm deleting one of the soul coins from my inventory. Darren, good luck.
Sarah,
Oh, okay.
Mel's been talking to her.
Mel's the one
Oh,
that's
then
got
I'm
the
sorry.
Mel's the one that's got the spa experience.
Mel, go for it. I believe in you.
Okay. Hi. Me again.
Hi, how can I serve you?
Well, I would like to book an appointment for Red Roof. And I would like to book the following services. Her normal pampering at the cost of 1 soul coin, the whole body restoration at the cost of a 2nd soul coin, and the longevity treatment at the cost of a 3rd soul coin.
A wonderful schedule. Yes, we can put that appointment. When would you like the reservation for?
When is your earliest availability?
She looks behind her. The salon is currently empty, so we can put it on file for whenever she arrives, as soon as possible.
Can I insight check this person before I finalize this deal? I just want to see
Also,
if
can you
she's finagled me into a trap of some kind.
find out how long the 3 treatments will last?
The 3 treatments will last for a collection of hours together.
Like hundreds of hours?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Roll the insight check.
Okay. On it. 27.
There's something unnerving about the employee here with how cheery she is. But she doesn't seem to be deceitful. You think that there might be something else going on here with her disposition, I'd say. But she's not trying
Or
to
they're
trick you.
Are they making her be super happy?
Potentially.
Is this not genuine cheeriness? Is this
Could be, retail workers' cheeriness.
okay? I'm assuming before Mel walked up to the counter that she would have collected 1 soul coin each from Theron and Magda.
Yeah.
And she'll put the 3 soul coins on the counter and say payment up front, as I understand, is the requirement.
Thank you so much. I'll make sure that this appointment is on our books, and when Red Ruth comes to see us, we'll make sure she's taken care of. Would you like
Thank you.
to?
Is there anything we need to pass along to Red Ruth before she arrives at her appointment?
No, she is.
She should know. She's been here before.
Yes, she has very much been here before. She understands. But can I do anything for you? Would you like a service of your own to enjoy?
I am fine not receiving any services aside from what you already just provided me by booking this appointment. I won't speak for my companions, but I'm fine. Thank you.
I raise my hand. Do you guys have like a clean towel we can have?
We have various heat therapies that are utilized as part of our light amenities.
No, 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 just a clean towel.
You can receive a steamed towel as part of the light amenities.
No, I just want a clean towel.
If you would like a towel, perhaps I can interest you in the amenities service.
Is she freaking out?
No, but she is very confused and only insisting upon the services that are, perhaps
You don't have
listed.
like a gift shop with like
don't-
a towel with your, like emblem on it?
The Infernal Rapture has our spa services and our dining services.
Magda, I
Okay.
don't think this place is a gift shop. I think the towels are for spa use only. So I think in order to get a towel, you would have to arrange for a service.
Okay, never mind. All right, thank you. Sorry, Mel. I wanted to get you a clean towel.
Do have a pleasant time, and don't forget that we are here if you need anything.
Oh, I won't be forgetting this place anytime soon. Thank you.
You did great, Mel.
I'm sorry. I know the bathing situation here isn't great, but is there something you want to tell me? Why are you so on board with getting me a clean towel?
Well, because there was the one time you had all this blood on you and you were looking for a clean cloth to wipe it off, and I thought it would just be a nice gift.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted
understand.
you to have it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Sorry.
I was concerned for a moment. I'm like, I am trying to make use of my lilac essential oil. I
Okay.
know that
Is
doesn't
that
make up for
You do bathe more than
everything.
once every few centuries.
Yes, I like to think so anyway. I like to think that my situation is as fine as any of y'all's right now, given the circumstances. If that's not the case, I can
yeah?
handle it.
Okay.
Alright, so you have secured the appointment for Red Ruth. Now what would you like to do?
I think I
How
need
long
to
did
speak.
it take us to get here?
Like maybe 2.5 hours.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, Aaron.
Oh, no worries. I think I need to speak with Mahadi before we head back to Red Ruth.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to seek out Mahadi.
While you're seeking him out, I'm just gonna go watch them make stuff at the forge.
Alright, Haven, yeah, you're able to leave the Infernal Rapture with ease. And for Saren, the instant... Sorry, the dogs are going crazy downstairs. Saren, the instant that you start trying to find Mahadi, he seems to appear out of nowhere, and...
Yeah.
How can I make sure that you are enjoying your time at Infernal Rapture? It is a beauty, no?
It's a wonderful establishment. This might sound a bit odd, but there's another patron there, and I think maybe his time at the Infernal Rapture might be done. And I'll describe him to him. Do you know who I speak of?
I am familiar. A wretch of a soul.
Are you aware why he won't seem to leave?
I am not privy to such information, and I am not one to pry. But I do know that he is sacked within the Infernal Rapture for quite some time. Racked up a bit of a tab.
What would the cost be to both settle his tab and stop serving him and get him out of there?
Come with me. I do not like to speak business in front of the other clientele. We shall go somewhere more suitable for such conversations.
Very well.
I will lean in and whisper to Saren, would you like company?
Sure, you're free to come along.
I'm gonna go hang out with Haven. Have fun.
Thank you, Magda.
Magda, did you behave?
Yes.
Cool. You can leave the Infernal Rapture with no issue.
Didn't steal a towel.
No.
Alright. There is a as you are brought, the two of you, to a area, Mahati pulls back the curtain and you see a very similar lounge to like the one where you had signed your contracts before. And as the curtains close behind you, all the sound from outside ceases. Much more comfortable, I think. So, you are searching for a particular figure, and a way to settle this score and stop service. A very lucrative area that I have set up. So, the cost to save him from his own making would be your soul.
That seems unnecessary.
It may seem unnecessary, but it would be the value of what I am losing out on.
Oh, and what of these soul coins we keep coming across?
A soul coin is valuable, but it does not have the same employability as a person or a soul after it is departed.
Well, it seems that this individual we're speaking about is wrapped up in a contract with someone else. Are you aware of that?
There are complications in contracts at times, but I'm sure that whoever sees fit to try and stand against my claims would back down soon enough.
Well, I myself am also entangled with whoever is holding a contract over this individual.
That is quite unfortunate. I would perhaps be willing to break your own contract mishaps. But you will, of course, have to enter into a contract with myself.
And what sort of contract?
You seem adept at finding things. Perhaps I can set you on course to find something of interest to me.
Perhaps. Is not the weight of soul coins equal to a soul at some point?
Yes and no. A soul coin, while the physical embodiment of a soul that can be passed to and from, it's not quite the same as the employ that I myself utilize figures for. A soul that is forfeit to myself has its own destinies that await it. But should you wish to break your contract into a service with mine, you would not risk your soul unless you fail, or turn your back on me. Then you come with much more than your soul at risk. No, we can be friendly. Business. You can search for a artifact.
What sort of artifact?
One of great power. One rumored to be here in the hell itself. But one that I have not yet found.
What is it?
A hand.
Oh, there's many hands about the hills, I'm sure.
Oh, but this hand is unlike any. You would know it when you see it. It reeks of evil. Of power.
What does it look like?
It is a left hand.
That's a good start.
It can or cannot be attached to someone, depending on if anyone has it in their possession.
Okay. And you're sure it's here in the hell?
There are rumors of it being. If it was a surety, I would have it by now. But you are in a bind, no? I am offering you a way out with keeping your soul intact. You go out and you search for me. And if perhaps it is not in hell, so long as you keep searching for me, your soul stays your own. I can be lenient in contract making, unlike some others, it seems.
Well, if it's such a powerful artifact, then I'm sure it's either empowering an individual or guarded by several others. How do you even know I'm capable? I mean, if you don't even know where it is, then I could be signing myself up to be searching for this forever.
It's a good thing that if you are, you know someone with longevity therapy that can help you stay on that course for as long as you need to.
How do you know I'm even capable of obtaining it, even if I were to locate it?
I do not know, but I am a man of faith.
It sounds like I'm putting myself at risk of something that may not even be possible.
You could try some other way to achieve what you are currently on your set for.
Well,
But that comes with its own risks.
I suppose it does. And perhaps
Might
what, Mel?
might we make a different bargain with you? Might we make arrangements to borrow this individual for a very short period of time and then return him to the establishment so he remains responsible for the tab he is accruing against you?
Unfortunately, he has signed the same contract as each of you. Once he tries to leave the establishment, whether it is by his own will or not, he must handle his payment with me if it is not already settled.
You wouldn't be interested in a cost to suspend the contract, even very temporarily?
I do not suspend the contracts.
Yet you offer to override one that I'm already entangled in.
A very different opportunity.
What if he didn't leave the establishment? Do you have a private room we could take him into momentarily, do what we need to do, and then leave? No one knows what went on in that room. No one saw that people were getting preferential treatment in the no violence rule of this establishment.
Now that is a heavy cost. Bending rules is something I save for close friends and associates.
Well, we're friends of Lulu.
Yes. Friends of Lulu. Unfortunately, Lulu is not a close friend, nor a close associate.
I insight check him.
Yeah, roll for me an insight check.
That's a 16.
He's hard to read, but he seems to be laying out everything that he's offering. Whether or not that's all he's willing to offer, who knows, but he's being quite forthright about what he is offering.
Well, I think perhaps I need to consider the options.
Feel free to consider. And do reach out to me when you come to a decision. And he'll motion towards the curtain entrance that you came through.
Very well.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, Mel, should we head to the forge and link up with everyone else? I think we have, or at least I have some thinking to do.
It doesn't take much to find Haven and Magda at the Fire Snake Forge.
Oh, I've become a regular. Hey, Magda? You there, Magda? You awake? Okay.
All right.
Nope.
Nope, we can't hear you.
Your new dog friend, Zeta. Kind of looking kind of scruffy. I think they said they have a barber here. Think you could get your dog a haircut? Like you give it like a mohawk, make it look all fierce.
I turn to Zeta. Do you want that?
There's just the snarl that has become sort of like an accustomed sound from it.
Me. Yeah, okay, that sounds great.
Wonder how much that would cost.
I don't
Nothing
know,
here is
let's go
free.
find out.
I would say that as Saren and Mel are coming up, you would notice that Haven and Magda are leaving the Fire Snake Forge to go somewhere else into the Emporium.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, as Saren and Mel spot Haven and Magda setting off, do you try and follow them?
Yeah, we can follow after.
A ranger, I could track them.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, I'm gonna ask for Haven and Magda to roll for me a perception check.
Ooh.
13.
Yeah, you, Magda, would find the tent with, the barber. You see that she is this very, well-kept Kalashite woman. Not perhaps the most typical sight in the Hells, but, she welcomes you. Well, come forward. What can Bernie do for you?
2 questions. First of all, how much is for like a cut and a wash? The second question is, can you also take care of my hound as well?
It is, for a cut, 1 gold. For a wash, 1 gold. I've not really worked with animals before, so, 2 gold for any services with them.
Okay. Can I get a cut and a wash? And then can Zeta get cut and a wash too? Can all 3 of our heads get mohawks?
I will say that my charges are going to be per head in this situation.
What does that mean?
Your animal companion will cost 4 gold rather than 2.
Okay, that's 6 gold.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you 6 gold.
And anything for you? She looks over to Haven.
Oh, no. I keep this the way it is.
Very well. And so as she'll start going to work, she's gonna start with Zeta, start with the hardest, get it out of the way. And I'd say it'd be at this point that Saren and Meliors, you're able to reach back up with everybody. But while there are conversations to perhaps be had, thinking to be done, this will have to be covered in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I will see you guys in our next stream. Until then, you can head over to willthewitch.com and check us out there. You can join us in our Discord. It's where we host all of our games. You can jump in one yourself or just keep up to date with all of our announcements. Follow us here on Twitch for any of our live streams or head over to YouTube for our VODs. Until the next one, it'll be a see you later.